Hello YouTube, this is Kerri from Razor Sharp Crafts, and I am bringing you my finished project for Tando Creative. And I did this to-do chalkboard that you see here. Now I have a whole tutorial excuse me, on how I made this. It's 6 parts long, I believe, and they're excuse me, sorry. I've got a little bit of a cold starting up. But it's all going to be on my YouTube channel. All the videos for how I did this. So basically a quick breakdown of this. Oh. I'll have to touch that up. I had a little bit of hot glue right there, and it peeled off some of the paint. And I'm one of those ones where instead of getting paint out, black Sharpie marker, fix it up just right. Okay, so this is the backboard behind here is painted with metallic blueberry gelato. I used a couple other ones, but I ended up just going over the whole thing with the metallic blueberry because I just really preferred the way it looked. Then over it, I used, let me grab it real quick, the distorted hive mask from Tando Creative, and then I used it with patina textures and gritty graphite textures. And where's my Teal Me No Lies? Right there. Hold on. There was one more. And my Teal Me No Lies textures. And this is like a midnight blue. This is like a grayish black. And then this is like a baby blue type color. They're like almost like a molding paste with sand in them. Like they give a lot of gritty texture. It's really nice. So this is the patina, this is the graphite, and this was the Teal Me No Lies. I don't really know if you can see the difference in the colors. But if you like texture, they're a great product. Okay. So, and I did that in a course of a couple different times because I'd have to like do this side, let it dry, and then, or I did this side and then over here and then let it dry and then do the middle. So what's next? So then this board, the frame lays on top of it. And, oh, I forgot to tell you, I gessoed this backboard before I used the gelato on it. So with this one I used black gesso. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I used black gesso and then I painted over it with just some normal black acrylic paint. And then these are homemade enamel dots. And I don't know where I put them. Oh, they're right here. And they're just like this. I made these myself using pony beads. So you just melt them in your oven. And so I just picked out the 2 different colored blues and I altered them. So then, oh, and then the to-do, I gessoed it with white gesso. And then I used this Zing embossing powder. It's just blue. Wait, water. And I embossed them 3 times before I got done. I did say in my video, if you're going to do this, don't gesso it first because your gesso likes to melt. And it kind of melted in with the embossing powder, and that's why it's got almost like a milky coloring to it. So unless you want that effect, you won't want to gesso it first. Just go ahead and emboss it. Okay, so that covers that. Okay, this right here is the chalk tray that you would set your chalk in. I'm actually using chalk markers with mine. I mean, I did buy chalk because you have to, these are the chalk boards, the little squares. And I did buy chalk because you have to use chalk to, what do you call it? To condition the chalkboard paint. Sorry, I'm finding some glue strings. So I don't know if I'll put a piece of chalk in there or what I'm going to put in there, but I decided instead of attaching it to my board, I would attach it underneath it. And it's just attached along the bottom of it. And it just sits there perfectly. And these are Onyx Pearl, liquid pearls in Onyx Pearl, the little dots around the outsides. And then for the blue color, I gessoed it. Oh, excuse me. I gessoed it, and then I used Glimmer Mist Sapphire. And this is like one of my favorite Glimmer Mist. I love the color blue that it is. And I just sprayed the heck out of it. If you watch the tutorial, you'll see my hands. Well, my Glimmer Mist was all clogged up. And so I showed how to get it unclogged, and my hands were just all blue. So, sorry, I thought I heard the baby. He's not a baby. He's like a toddler. He's going on 2 in like less than 10 days. The 15th, so yeah, so I just sprayed the heck out of it until I got the look that I wanted. There's a little bit of chalk in there. I set the chalk down in there when I was doing it. See, just like that. Chalk just sits in there. Okay, so that's how I did that, and I just attached this with some hot glue. Okay, and then with these, I just have some chalkboard paint, which is ocean blue. And so I painted them with that, just following the directions on the bottle. And you can see in my video I looked up how to use chalkboard paint, because you're supposed to go like up and down and vertically, and so, or up and down and horizontally, vertical and horizontal. So I just did those, and then each one of them has 3 little liquid pearl dots in the corner, just to give it a little something. And then my letters, let's zoom in on one here. These, I used an embossing powder on. And it's by Wow embossing powder, and this is out of the UK. Right there's their address. And it was called Black Twinkle, and it's basically like black embossing powder with silver glitter in it, and so it gives you that nice effect, and I really love how that turned out. So that's my video, and that is the pen, and it is dried. So let's see, this is just a damp washcloth. It doesn't seem like it's going to do the best. It's not very damp either. Like, it's been sitting in my craft room for like 2 days now. This is just a baby wipe. That was the chalk marker. So there you have it. It comes off quite easily. I was curious, but that was chalk marker. Came right off. So, using a baby wipe, so you probably need to, when it's dry, use like a damp cloth or something. But this is my project for week 1, for Tando Creative, week 1 of April, which is, the theme is black and blue. I guess I should have said that at the beginning. That's why everything's black and blues, different shades. Let's zoom out just a little more. Oh, and then I used just some black seam binding. I just hot glued it to the back so that I have a way to hang it. Because this obviously has to be hung because of putting the tray underneath it. So that is my project for, for the black and blue theme of week 1 of April for Tando Creative. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you love my project. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And also check out the tutorial. If there's something you want to know how to do, you can always look at the tutorial or ask, and yeah, find out all the answers there. So, all right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.